Hey guys, Brian with Denton County Homebrewers Guild, and here today to talk another continuing video on our style series for the Redcoat Challenge. Today I am actually at a different club meeting. Some of you may or may not know I'm a member of multiple clubs, including a club called the Horsemen of the Hopocalypse. I'm here with one of the members of that club, who you will soon get to know, and if you're in the competitive circuit, you know who he is. This is Mr. Jarrett Long.
Hey!
And before we talk what we're going to talk about here in a little bit, I want to talk, so what are the Horsemen of the Hopocalypse? What are we doing today? What's going on?
So we're having a homebrew club meeting. We're out here at Cowtown Brewing in Fort Worth, Texas. If you haven't been out to Cowtown, they make some of the best beer. I'm enjoying a nice, this is a Kolsch actually. What do you have, Brian?
Yeah. I went with their take on a wee heavy.
Oh.
Because, you know, Redcoat Challenge.
There you go. There you go. On a hot day, I went with something a little lighter, but good beer.
I've had a lot of those already. Oh, I've had a lot of their German lagers up here are fantastic.
Fantastic.
So if you haven't been, definitely come over here and check them out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But so we're up here with the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And so who are the Horsemen, or where are we at? What's going on over here?
Horsemen actually are, we're not really, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. So based here in Fort Worth, but we have members all over North Texas, East Texas, wherever. But we're wherever. Horsemen's been around since 2007, was founded by 4 original guys: Matt Morris, Tom Anderson, John Washka, and Jeff Perot.
Right.
So Horsemen's been around since 07. The club's really grown since then.
Yeah.
When I joined, it was 3 or 4 guys brewing beer in a backyard, and now we have 3 full tables of people sitting in there enjoying beer. So
we're having a great time in there. Obviously, I encourage you to come out to the county meeting, but if you happen to be closer to one of the Fort Worth side and you want to come check out a Horseman meeting, come check them out. They, much like us, are on all the socials, normal places, Facebook, etc.
Absolutely.
Online. Find us all. Also, Jarrett's sporting the jersey. It's a little bit different. We just did some judging yesterday for their competition, Spirit of 76, based on American style. So it's kind of the polar opposite of Redcoat Challenge.
Absolutely.
But both clubs support each other. We have a great time together. I judged yesterday. It was fantastic. Drank some great beers. These guys come out and help us with judging for Redcoat Challenge. They all submit beers for our event, so they'll be in our stuff as well. And speaking of,
and huge shout out to Denton County. We could not have pulled off this year without you guys. I mean, the outpouring support has been amazing, and we would not be where we're at without them. So thanks to Denton County.
We appreciate it. And hey man, these are social clubs. You know, like a rising tide should lift all boats. You know, like we compete against each other, blah blah blah. And it's fun because we're all competitive people, but man, these are my friends and they're our friends, and you know, it's all about just having a good time. So find either one of our clubs or wherever you're at, find a local homebrew club and enjoy the fellowship, and you're going to have a blast. It just adds an extra aspect to the hobby.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
But in the spirit of, good
tie-in.
In the spirit of the Redcoat Challenge, we do British styles. That's our niche, as you know. And Jarrett and his partner John, they enter a fantastic version usually, and if you're in the comp circuit, you know what they do with their stuff. So it's a tropical stout, and Jarrett's really passionate about the style, and I wanted to get him on camera and see what he thinks about tropical stout and what pointers he could give for all of us out there just trying to make a better one. But like, what is tropical stout? And
it's it's a lot like a sweet stout. Got a little more body, a little more ABV to it.
That's why I like it. I think because sweet stout. We'll get to that video eventually. That's one of my favorite styles. But this tropical stout's like the big brother.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So like a tropical stout, but we don't use, or traditionally you don't use lactose in this beer. So it's sweeter. You get a little fruitiness and stuff, but you cut the lactose, that kind of pushes it into sweet stout category.
Right.
Yeah.
And like a sweet stout or like a tropical stout, since that's what we're talking about, you know, the roast character should be restrained. You're looking for more of a espresso coffee kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Not so much of a higher roast level you might get with an imperial stout or something like that. So dial back on your roast a bit, but you still want some for that espresso coffee kind of character.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But you know, a fuller body, more alcohol, more fruitiness for your yeast character, something like that, right?
I kind of think it's interesting where tropical stout started too. Do you know anything about the history?
I do, but our viewers may not. So why don't you lay down the knowledge on it?
So tropical stout kind of originated in the tropics. They brew a lot of lager beers, so they had lager yeast on hand. Those beers, when they threw this lager yeast at these ale style beers, and it gave it some fruitiness. It was a more fruity, little sweeter, not so much roasty in your face. The bitter chocolate
because
coffee.
you're brewing at a warmer temperature a little bit in the tropics.
Right. So I thought it was cool where it started.
If you know the story of Guinness is one of the most popular spots in the world. You can get Guinness.
Sure.
Is the Caribbean? Is the tropics? So dark beers are not always cold weather, Northern European that they usually are. A lot of them are really well enjoyed in the tropics, Africa, things like that, and the style does really well there. Well, like, how might somebody go about making a good version of one? Not recipe specifics, because if you want to get a gold at NHC, like these guys, you got to work for it a little bit.
So think about sweet stout. Okay, that's a good base area. Instead of using 2-row malt, use some British malt. Throw some Maris Otter, some Golden Promise, things like that as your base grain. You're looking for a little bit of fruitiness, so maybe use that lager yeast and ferment it at ale temperatures. Throw a little fruity esters at it, things like that. Yeah.
So that's basically it. I mean, really, you can make a great one doing that.
Sure, you can.
And we look forward. Hope you guys do, and we look forward to seeing them in the Red Coat Challenge. And I'd love to try your examples of them. I'm still learning more about the style myself and brewing more of them myself. But Jarrett, we appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no worries. And if anybody would like to know more about the style or help with recipe formulation, I'm always out there. I love to do that kind of stuff. So
we're all very open to help each other out with all kinds of stuff. Jarrett's incredibly generous to me personally, to our club, other clubs in the area. But yeah, don't be afraid if you're at any of these events or these club meetings. Come out and hang out with any of the clubs, any of the members. We're all really open to helping each other and just having a good time. It's what it's about.
Just guys that like to drink beer and talk beer. So hit us up. Hit us up.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all in the next video series, and talk to you later. Bye.